Mm. Hi, everyone. It is me, Krylios, Team Racing Productions MC and producer. And thank you, of course, for joining me here on our YouTube Live. And at this moment, I have Mario Cristaldo, who is running for DC Council at Large. Welcome, Mario.
Good afternoon, Krylios and team Racing. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
Awesome, awesome. It's always a pleasure having you here, Mario. So let me begin with saying, tell our viewers about yourself and why you're a candidate this year.
Well, my name is Mario Cristaldo, and I'm running for DC City Council at large at this time. And the reason I'm doing is because we live here in DC in a world-class city that is diverse, that is made out of more than 700,000 people now. And the great majority of residents would like the same benefits that we're seeing in uptown and certain parts of the Northwest DC, and
Mhm.
and that's fair. We have entire communities that are being displaced now because of gentrification, and also because other issues. But the spirit of all of us is that we all live together here in the District of Columbia, and that's the reason mainly I'm here in this race. I'm originally from Paraguay, but I moved to DC in 1994. Back in those days, in the mid 90s, the city looked very different, and we were very diverse. I live in the northwest part of the city in Mount Pleasant, in Adams Morgan, in Ward 1. But I also work as a community organizer in those days in the DC metro area, and issues of living wages, affordable housing, and all that. I combine my DC activism with my work. And that's how I started to understand how the city has been working together, and this is the really what I see, and that's because all of that is, and because my commitment and my activism is that I'm in this race at this time.
Wonderful, wonderful. So since the last time we've interviewed you, tell me, what have you learned? What has changed since the last time we interviewed you, and what have you learned from the election process?
Well, the election process has been greatly affected by the pandemic. Like
Mhm.
everybody else, we had to stop our campaign in terms of organizing in the usual way, the way we've been doing for many years. Stop meeting and organizing people and participating in events and so forth. We have to start adjusting ourselves and doing it online like everybody else. But at the same time, Team Mario, the committee to elect Mario Cristaldo has been working. A small group of dedicated volunteers have been working together with me to get me on the ballot, and I'm excited to say that I was the first one to file for being on the ballot, and also I was able to file more than 600 signatures that were done by this a great dedicated group of volunteers that I'm is working with me. I'm really excited about it.
Wonderful. Very, very excited about that. Mario, it's been, an unprecedented year. So please tell me how the events of this year, from the ongoing pandemic to the protests and demonstrations like that, tell me how those have impacted you or your priorities as a candidate.
Absolutely. I live on 16th Street, right across from Malcolm X Park. So this is the mecca for activism in the District of Columbia. Here in the Malcolm X Park is where people gather together to prepare themselves early in the morning, and to then go to downtown and protest in front of the White House. And from the beginning of the police brutality issues. I've been engaged with different groups in protesting, and myself going to the streets and being counted as part of this great majority of people looking for justice for all of us. Really, different groups have come together in solidarity. And the most recent event that participated was the 57th anniversary of the March on Washington, an excited moment to recap what has been done in the last 57 years for the struggle of the people, and all the good things that we have accomplished, or our leadership have been accomplished in the rights movement that we all appreciate. And the struggle now continues. We will still have a long way to go. In so many ways, we're actually taking a few steps back at this point. We need to retake the country. That's the message that we gotten from the March on Washington last weekend, and that we continue to work together. Different groups, the LGBT groups, the minority groups, the Latinos, the immigrants, the new Americans, and all the groups that believe that we can live together in a very diverse and livable world-class city as Washington, D.C.
Definitely, 100%. Thank you so much, Mario. Now, tell me, there are about 2 dozen people running in this race at this point, and with two at-large seats up for grab. Could you tell me who your second, which of your colleagues, which of your fellow candidates, your second vote would go to?
Well, among all the 25 candidates that we are in the race, I know most of them. I've
Mhm.
seen them out there. It's a very difficult choice, really, for someone like me who has been active for more than 25 years here in the district in so many issues in affordable housing, in community development, and how the budget is allocated in the district, and all these candidates that show their strength, their quality, their advocacy, and I have a lot of respect for all of them. And to me, this is a time that we all need to put together what we think the city should be doing from now on. From the time we got elected in the future. And I believe that our priorities are the same no matter where we come from. We still need to strengthen our city council in terms of diversity.
Mhm.
We still need to strengthen our city council in terms of people with experience in affordable housing. It just happened that my background is in community economic development, and affordable housing has been my key issue, working for a nonprofit developer, MANA, for more than 8 years, where I help homeowners, not only from Ward 1 or 4, but also homeowners from Ward 7 and 8 to become homeowners in the District of Columbia. And I'm proud of what I've been doing. I've been an organizer for tenant rights. I believe that we need to strengthen our tenants' rights. And I just happen to understand from the inside, as being a former staff at DC Council, and also have been working in previous administration in the Department of Housing and Community Development, how the policies are being created and moving and taking into the council. So I believe that my experience, my commitment, and my tenacity is what we need in City Council at this time.
Definitely, definitely. Tell me, do you support, systems like instant runoff voting or implementing like instant runoff voting, ranked choice voting here in DC?
Um, Absolutely. We started a conversation early on in terms of how the District of Columbia, or the resident should better elect the representatives, and I believe that the system we have is helping at this time in electing the right candidates, or the people that the candidates that people really want. But I'm open to other types of election system that would strengthen our democracy. Anything that would strengthen our democracy, and that we have discussed with all the residents, and then we're in agreement with. I'm going to be supporting once I'm at City Council.
Wonderful, wonderful. What do you want our viewers to know about the importance of the voting process this year?
Excuse me, about what?
The importance of the voting process this year?
Absolutely. The voting process this year, we're going to be doing in different ways. All of them are valid. I encourage people to vote by mail. I believe in the U.S. Postal Service and its workers. I believe that we if someone is uncomfortable with the mailing of their votes, that they can also use social distances and using masks, that we can vote either starting on October 27th for early vote, or on election day on November 3rd. We can also do that, and I also encourage people, because at this time the DC Board of Election is working to have a special ballot boxes in different parts of the city, so residents of the district, voters in the districts, can vote at any moment. The most important thing at this point is to participate, to vote, to get out and vote, and please do so. In the at-large race, remember, you have two votes, not one, but two votes. We are 25 candidates. No one has elected anybody yet. At this point, um, since there are two votes, I'm asking to the residents of the District of Columbia to vote for Mario Cristaldo as one of them.
Thank you, thank you. And please tell our viewers how they can support your campaign and learn more about you.
Absolutely. I'm in the process of organizing with my team the distribution of volunteers for the election dates and early votes as well. So please visit my website, mario2020dc.com, and join my campaign, volunteer with us, and also let your friends, family members, and neighbors, and any person who is a voter and resident of DC to go into my website and participate and vote.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And to our viewers, the links will be in the description of this video. So thank you very much for that, as well as the link for voteForDC.com is also included in the video description. And Mario, we are having our DC Council at Large 2020 candidate forum here that's, done by Team Racing and the Washington Blade. So of course, it will be such a pleasure having you there with us and with the other at large 2020 candidates. So once again,
Absolutely. Let me take this opportunity to give a big shout out to all my friends from the LGBT community, including Ken Bose out there, Monica, Jose, and some others. And I hope to see you at the DC Council, at the DC at Large 2020 Candidate Forum.
wonderful. Thank you so much, Mario, for joining me today. It's been such a pleasure as always.
See you.
Thank you. Bye. And to our viewers, thank you for watching. Bye.